So this is how my bike journey ends in Villa Dolores. I'm gonna catch a bus to Mendoza. As Forrest Gump once said, I just don't feel like riding my bike anymore. So I'm gonna catch a bus ride to Mendoza, spend a couple weeks there, and then I gotta head back to the States to get back to work. Alright, so this is going to be the final episode of a bicycle and a backpack. I'm in Mendoza. Didn't make it here entirely by bicycle. I took a bus from Villa Dolores, which is about a 7-hour bus ride. And I'm going to go into more about why I made that decision and what's next for the dude. And today we're going to go for a nice little bike ride up a hill. Take a look at the Andes Mountains in the background. Go through a nice park. And again, talk about successes, failures of this bike tour. What's next for the Dude Does Dope Stuff channel. And what my future plans for long distance bike rides are next summer. What I learned from this tour. And how I'm going to incorporate that into my next tour. So I'd say that's the biggest success, is it's a learning experience. And obviously the biggest failure was I took a bus. I didn't make it there entirely by bicycle. This is Mendoza in the Melback. Vineyards surrounding the whole city. There it is, Mendoza. So basically the reason I chose to take a bus is logistics. Each town was probably about 40-50 miles apart, maybe more. Lodging wasn't the best options, and even might not even be open. And like I said, I was just sick of riding. The more interesting rides are obviously through more desolate places or places without as many amenities. And for that, I feel I'm gonna have to upgrade to a more of a bike packing setup. I'm kind of a minimalist, so the thought of carrying around a backpack, a tent, a sleeping bag, a sleeping pad, and then getting a proper bike set up with bags to fit my bike. I'll probably have to get a new bike or get this one customized. So there would be a lot that would go into that. But it would definitely make for more interesting rides because you'd be able to get to more places that are out further and don't have you know, hotels, amenities, things like that. If I wanted to continue to do my minimal style where I go from town to town, I could probably do that. Places like Japan or Korea or Europe. But if I want to do South America, Central America, places where there's not as many amenities and you might be out there for a few days before getting somewhere, then I would have to definitely get a proper bike taxi set up with a tent, sleeping bag, and sleeping pad. So those are basically my two options for long distance bike riding next summer. And I have to weigh the two options and figure out what I want to do. I think the way I said it in the last video is, in the words of Forrest Gump, I just didn't feel like riding my bike anymore. Something like that. Breakfast first, head up this hill, head down this hill, and then also as far as logistically, I overstayed my visa here in Argentina, which is not illegal actually, it just means you're irregular. But in order to get out of the country, you do have to go to a government office, fill out an application. Then you have to go to the national bank, pay a fine, and then the flights out of Argentina to America are quite expensive. So I'm gonna have to fly somewhere else first before going back to the United States. So logistically, I just have a lot to do. And then I'm gonna be starting work back up in the States. I typically work in a ski town in the winter. It's been in Colorado last 8 or 9 years, so I got to get all that going as well. So logistically, I just have a lot that I got to accomplish within the next month or so, and actually I got to accomplish a lot within the next week as far as paying the fine and getting flights out of here, getting back to the States. And then once I get back to the States, I have a lot that I need to get done as well. Successes, I mean, I made it quite far with very little planning or logistics or very much stuff. Failure, obviously I didn't make it all the way on my bicycle. But the real success was the learning experience, and how I'm going to incorporate that into future tours. And I got to see a lot of Argentina that I probably wouldn't normally see, so it's pretty cool. And also, as far as success, I never did any type of videography, editing, YouTube, any of that stuff, so I think to do it all on the fly and to see how far my channel has come, I think even though right now there's only like 12 videos up, but I still have, I think, another 6 ready to go. And I have a bunch of footage that I need to edit. So I would say that's a success as well. The channel's grown a little bit, but I mean with only 12 videos. One of my other friends, it took him 1 year and 85 videos to get to 1,000 subscribers. So still have a ways to go with, you know, typical growth. So a little breakfast, croissant, latte, some fruit, and we'll head up the hill, check out the view of the Andes, check out this little statue memorial thing they got going on up the hill. Be a fun little afternoon. So one thing that's really cool about Mendoza is you see all these trees that line the streets. This is all over town, even downtown. So they have these aqueducts along the side of the road that basically irrigates all of the trees. They have an irrigation system that dates back quite a ways. It's pretty cool stuff. And yeah, you'll see these ditches right here, which is the irrigation. See these tree-lined walkways, the water flowing, irrigating all the trees. I haven't decided if I want to do a wine tour yet. I probably should. They're only like, I think a really good one is like a couple $100, so you get like dinner and a couple wine tastings at a couple different bodegas, which are basically the wineries. It's not really my scene, but I mean, if you just think back, coffee, beer, wine, they're all invented quite a while ago, and they're also quite popular for a reason. So just to think about it in that historical context. So I'm gonna walk my ass up this hill with my bike so I can go downhill back into the city. I walked up it the other day without my bike. It wasn't too bad. Let's see how much the bike adds to the misery. I believe those are the Andes. The foothills of the Andes. Look at this hill. Pretty cool.
Vertical.
I walked it the other day. Basically, you go to that cool little hip neighborhood, grab breakfast, walk there, walk through the park. There's also bike rental shops, so if you want to do it on a bike, which is definitely more fun, do that as well. Check out the view of the city. A little bit of the view of Mendoza's skyline, a few big buildings, not too many. So the future of dude does dope stuff. Because I work in the mountains of Colorado in the winter. I started skiing when I was 8 years old. Continued skiing up until last winter. I tried snowboarding when I was like 15, 16 and just couldn't get it. Just didn't, I guess, try enough. I was already so proficient at skiing that it was frustrating, and I was, a kid and didn't want to suck at something. Last year, in my advanced age, I actually learned how to snowboard in Aspen, and if you're familiar with Aspen, I went from buttermilk and the powder pandas, which is basically like the bunny slope, to doing a lap of Highlands Bowl, which is basically like 2 terrain with a pretty steep bowl. So I think that was pretty impressive. I'm still not comfortable in the trees on a snowboard, where that's what I love doing on skis, is blade skiing through the trees. Off the piste, as they say in Europe. So that's my main goal this winter, is to get proficient enough at snowboarding where I could be in the trees most of the time. And then I would obviously like to learn, and also on skis, I like to hit transitions and jumps. So on a snowboard, I'd like to get proficient enough to get some transitions and jumps. Nothing crazy, but I like to have fun. then next summer I'm still up in the air, but either another long distance biking trip. I don't know whether I want to do like ultralight through Europe and stop at different hotels, hostels, whatever, or if I want to get a true bike packing setup and do South America or Central America. So that's kind of up in the air as well. And possibly in between a surf trip somewhere. And when I say I can surf, I mean I can get up on a wave on a longboard. Yeah, I just started that last summer as well, so I'm not very proficient at that, but I'd like to get better at that as well. So that's the future of Dude Does Dope Stuff and the successes and failures of this current bike tour, which, considering the YouTube and the logistics and the lack of planning, I think it went pretty well. I would have liked to have made it to Mendoza on a bike, but it just wasn't going to be fun, and logistically it was going to be challenging. So, and it allowed me to think about what I really want to do, my long distance bike riding, whether I want to bike tour or whether I want to bike pack, how much stuff I want to carry with me. And those are all things I'm going to have to consider for my next outing. I'm going to enjoy these tree-lined streets of Mendoza with their irrigation system. And I think I'm going to do one last video of the bike and what's in the backpack. I think a lot of people would probably be interested in that as well. And then I might do some video of me trying to pay my fine to get out of Argentina because of my visa overstay. And then maybe another video of what it's like to travel with a bike, because I got to get this bike packed up and get it to the airport. So yeah, that's probably the future, short term and long term. And again, if you watch these videos, if you have any interest in any of the things I'm doing, please like, comment, and subscribe. Help the channel along. That way I can keep making this content that you're interested in. I appreciate the support. And if you think it's crap, then say that as well. But I'm having a good time. Got this cool fountain over here. This little area with like food trucks. Cool. This is just a Monday afternoon. Nothing special. Dedicated bike lanes. shoot us back out to town. Time for a burger and cerveza, I think so. Oh, you fuck. For a town that's known for its wine, there's quite a few beer places, at least on this street near the university. Another day, another bike ride, another IPA. Hamburguesa.
El lápiz se rompió, o sea, no funciona como lápiz.
Gotta get that thumbnail. a night gets you in Mendoza and see where it's at. So it's just a few blocks away from the center of town. Airbnb, $42 a night. Same set of keys. Old school elevator. Sixth floor. Alright, so basically $42 a night. Get you a studio. So you got a hallway here. Off to the right is a space age bathroom. It's got the bidet built right into the toilet here. So you just twist that and it shoots up a stream of water right to your bum. It's kind of like the, not as advanced as the ones in Tokyo, or in Japan, but still pretty nice. Get this space age shower stall. Very nice shower. Again, like the rainfall, waterfall. You can also turn these jets on. Hot water, pretty nice. Get the vanity. Got a little kitchen area where I'm charging my stuff. Got a refrigerator, microwave, some interesting artwork. Got this mermaid. Some more artwork on the wall. Big flat screen TV. Bed. Behind it we get some more artwork, tree kind of thing. And no balcony. no view, but we're on the 6th floor. You can kind of see a little bit of the city, but and the mountains in the background, but not that spectacular. So this is the view from the 7th floor of my, this is the view from my Airbnb, which is on the 7th floor. Here in Costa Rica, San Jose, Costa Rica. Basically I had a couple of long layovers, one in Panama and the other one in Medellin, Colombia. So I decided to spend a couple of days here in Costa Rica to kind of get some rest and check it out. Because I'm not here for that very long, I don't think I'll be able to get out of the city, which is where all the really cool stuff is, like the volcanoes and the rainforests, the beaches. But maybe I'll take a quick walk through the city and show you at least that.